Should be good now. All right, maybe we're not retracing. No. It's yellow folder news. Yeah, yellow folder is not something I typically avoid. All right, we are breaking high a day. If we can hold over for the 15, I'll be switching my bias to bullish. Wouldn't be surprised to see this close this fair value gap on the 1. At least down to 13,493-ish. don't want to chase on multiple 2-up bars. All right, here's a little bit of a retrace.
That's not you trying to log in. It's Caleb, right?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I just forwarded it to Katie and Emma so that they can have it. Does he know that we don't want to know the gender right now?
All right, here's what I'm kind of sizing up. I'd like to get something down here. Haven't really gotten a great retrace yet. Still looking at Aussie dollar, euro, pound dollar, still filling this fair value gap from last Thursday. All right, now I'm looking for a strat reversal of some sort in here. Alright, that is a strat trigger. I'm gonna go for it. I'm long NQ. Four, 8, 7, 75. Stop loss 20-ish points. All right, there we go. Thinking about hopping out here if it goes 2 down. Would love for this thing to go outside. All right, back in profits. Well, almost. See how this 5 minute candle closes. Got to be careful with this. For some reason, this is marking this as breakage structure, probably because it saw this as a higher low, but I do not see it as such. Grabbing some calls here. See how everything else is looking. Ooh. What in the world? Never mind, getting out of those at break even. I'm hopping out of NQ at break even too. That is what we call SMT divergence. Holy smokes, the other ones look short. All right. Well, I really want to see SPY drop after seeing this. Whatever this was, that was a 10-point 1 minute candle. Probably going to just focus on that for now. Oh, Dazzly, I just saw your mention. Um, so I think you were asking why I'm looking long, why I was looking long on NQ. So I, so the script is going to view this as breaker structure right here, right? This piece right there. I don't really see that as breaker structure. I'd see anything under here as breaker structure now. Technically, this could have been breaker structure. This little business there. But you know, I'm not too convinced about that. So what I'm seeing is this is just a retrace. It's a lot of bullish delta. Gotcha. Yeah, I should look into how to look that up. But Dazzly, now I'm looking short because I see the I see ES over here right at its low of day, right? So ES is definitely not. If I were looking long, I'd want ES to be somewhere, you know, up here in this area. Retrace and then boom. Right now we're looking short. And Q is looking long, but I'm kind of, I don't know. So if I pull a fib from this 5 minute candle all the way up, this kind of fair value gap's pretty intriguing to me. So yeah, with futures, it's very easy for me to flip bias. I was talking to Squire, and between futures and forex, they're just two different markets, obviously, but they're two different trading styles too. Forex, it's going to be hard to scalp because of the spread. The spread's not awful, don't get me wrong, but if you're trying to scalp the spread is going to be, you know, a little more impactful than one tick like NQ. And so for me on forex, I just love to swing, or at least do intraday stuff. And so I'm looking at, you know, your USD short all the way down to this 1 hour low on ES and NQ. I couldn't dream of doing that. Like that might be my ultimate target, but that's not my realistic, like here's my first trim target. For NQ and ES for futures, essentially, you have to be on your toes because momentum is going to change throughout the day. Especially, I only trade from 9:30 to 11 every day. I don't trade power hour. And part of that reason is because power hour generally is just a retracement of the move we made in the morning. Most times, sometimes we retrace a little bit before power hour, and then power hour is a big continuation of what the day was. But for futures, you just got to be able to see these break of structures or change of characters and be very not biased, essentially. So right now I'm looking short, even though my original position was looking long. So long-winded answer for a small question, but I hope that helped. As long as we stay under this fair value gap here, I'm only looking short. Yeah, so I'd be willing to bet that ES is breaking under right now. So a lot of people, a lot of newer traders especially, are going to see this price action. And I also play breakouts, but if you trade ICTs concepts, there's going to be a fair value gap left behind that will be revisited. You don't have to chase these. So I'm hoping that this next candle looks like this, leaves this gap here, and then I'll be entering short like that. So we'll see. All right, I'm hopping in this ES or EU short. What's my entry point? 08639. That is the safe stop loss. Yeah, I'll do that one. First target's just a 1R. Obviously, after that, it goes higher. After 1R, it'd be 2.3. All right, back to indices. Futures. ES is under daily low. AMD's making a new high. Tesla's staying above its daily low. So tech is leading the way right now. Sitting back for now. We do have this break of structure fair value gap got filled, so could be switching along for NQ. And tech and everything else looks long. Looks like a proper retrace for Apple, for Microsoft, AMD making a new high, Tesla's about to make its high of the day. So I could definitely interest myself in a long here. I'd like to get over that fair value gap, but not the end of the world. Yeah, not really. Because EU's an hourly chart, and I'm trying to scalp this futures. Yeah, EU. I'm looking at this hourly 212 down. So only tricky part is I'm probably gonna trim early at this low, but we'll see. Be the responsible thing to do, I think. All right, I'm going long NQ. Not a fan of that. I wanted that fair value gap to be respected. Got an hour left on this. Or not an hour. 1 minute left in this 5-minute candle. Yeah, Mac, I still like Euro USD, especially because on the hourly we grabbed some liquidity from this fair value gap. So my stop is a little tighter than like re-entering on this fair value gap, but if we get all the way back there, I'll definitely be adding back in. So we'll see. I think on this 5-minute, this fair value gap at 0.8735 is going to be the one to watch. But we're kind of closing the fair value gap right now. How's my boy ES looking? Amazon's about to break high a day. Wow, Amazon's at $114. I have not traded this thing in a long time. Yeah. No, go for it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'll be truthful and say I haven't watched all of his videos. I have watched very few actually. I actually didn't hear about fair value gaps from ICT. I understand he might have created it, but I heard imbalances elsewhere. His concepts are very good. For me, the kind of the bulk of my trading, especially in forex, is finding imbalances. And then especially if I am lucky enough to find an imbalance after a liquidity grab, that would be the most ideal. Let's see if I can find one for you. Yeah. Yeah, so you take a high. I'm looking for one right now. So you find a high. They are all over. Here we go. So are you looking at my screen? Okay. So here is, I'll draw an arrow to it. Here is a low that all of retail is saying is, that's where all their stops are. So that's where there's going to be some sell side liquidity. on this next candle here, you can see we drop below, but we do not close under this 3-bar. I define a liquidity grab, and maybe ICT does too. I don't know how he does it, but I define a liquidity grab. I saw somebody on Twitter post it, and I like it. If price does not close under or over that line, if the candle does not breach that line on candle close, then that's a liquidity grab, and it can happen on the minute chart, the hourly chart, whatever. So let's go back here. Over here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't view this as a liquidity grab, and then I would delete this line from my chart. And if I really wanted to get fine tuned, I'd draw it from up here where these candle close happens, because you can see even more refined. It's still respected over here. It's close, but it's still respected as this is a liquidity grab. Ooh, this is moving. 150 trim. Sorry, yeah. And I'm seeing it on my other screen. It's flying. So go ahead, because this is going to help people, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. ICT calls it sell side. Correct. Because it's liquidity on the buy side of market price. I would think it's inverse because buyers are stepping in low, and inverse for sellers are stepping in high. Sam just DM'd me, so he. Sam says short-term highs and lows. Helpful way to think of it. Got to define this. Help me define high or low, and a distinct higher or low on either side. So basically, if you just mark out highs, higher high, higher lows, and that will show you where the liquidity is at, I think is what he's saying. So right here is a perfect example on NQ in real time. So if I wanted to be super strict with my liquidity grab, I'd have it on the candle close from this morning at 9:47. I'm getting out, by the way, of NQ. I'm out. Let me just update this so then I'll get back to what I was saying here. And I'm closing the queues as well. So if I wanted to get super strict with liquidity grabs, I would go to the candle close, because wicks are telling you. So this is why I use candles. I'm sure bars can show it too, but I don't use bars. So if candles tell you a story, right? Tells you the open, close, high, and low, and the wicks tell you who's in control. So if there's a huge up wick, and then we close red, that means that sellers are in control, and vice versa. So on this 3-bar, the reason I got out right there is because we no longer have buyers in control. Now we might switch to sellers being in control to find more buyers, and then switch back to being buyers in control, but I'll just re-enter if that's the case. So for liquidity's sake, if I want to be super strict, this high from 946 is going to be, I'm going to put a line through the highest place that we closed. And then as you can see here at 1031, we wicked above and closed under. That's a liquidity grab. And so now I'm looking short, at least for a retrace. I'm not going to go short, but I'm looking for a retrace. And then I'm going to be looking to get in long again because we grab this liquidity. Now, if we reject this and then break lower, if we break this low here after grabbing some liquidity from this fair value gap, then I'm going to switch to short. And that's how you got to stay on your toes with futures. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm probably looking short now, especially seeing as we're under that psychological level of a whole 100 level. So we're under that 500 level right now. If we stay under 500, I'm definitely leaning short. If absolutely not, no. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm looking right now to see who's in control. Right now, the sellers are in control. I'm seeing. If we close above this fair value gap, then the buyers are back in control. But I'm actually going to take this short if we go 2 down on the 1 minute. And we probably are. And my target is just going to be this fair value gap here, more than likely. But if we have an ugly close, then I'm not interested. So I'm seeing this 15 minute. We have a failed 2 down. Tells me sellers are in control. 5 minute, we just closed a failed 2 down, or failed 2 up, sorry, on both failed 2 ups. So sellers are in control. Back to back inside bars. We're right now, this all these wicks on the bottom side could be viewed 2 ways. It could be viewed as we're taking out liquidity on the sell side, or it could be viewed as buyers are stepping in heavy. So got to be careful either way. But I'm definitely interested here. All right, I'm in short. 13,491.50. Tight play. Yeah. Yeah, that's one R there, by the way. Yeah, for sure. I'll just chop it up. I'll take it off the live stream. The boys going back to Amazon. Oh, I've never heard of that. Oh, yeah, show some respect. Jabroni. That's true, yeah. I gotta chop up that whole explanation of liquidity grabs and then post that as its own video. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he does. He does. He's trying to negotiate. Explainer. Master. Master day trader. Yeah, yeah. And then I need some paper trade money showing in this. Yeah, from that one guy. It's too easy. The one that Squire keeps posting. Yeah, yeah. Too easy. No emotion. Yeah, yeah. I might go for it. No. Yeah, I don't put a lot of like I don't put a lot of my confidence in the wicks, as at least the 1 minute wicks, because like I said earlier, it can be seen as two ways. Like these four huge wicks down below could be seen as either buyers are stepping in, we don't have enough sellers, or it could be seen as sellers are wanting to continue to push price down, and they're getting met, but they're breaking down the buyers. Think of it like a boxing match. Each one of these is a blow to the head, and then this last one's the KO. That might have been super cheesy to say, but um, yeah, yeah. So I want to see us under. I am spooked not because of the wicks, but because of where the wicks are. We're in this fair value gap. Um, and so this was my target right here at about 10 points away. Um, so anything under this, if we go under this, the 15 minutes still have failed two up. And so I mean, ultimately, I'd either be targeting 40 points away for the rest of this fair value gap, or I'm probably going to get stopped out here on the retrace, but got some lunch money for it. I used to. Um, I'm just kind of out of practice with them now. And also order blocks also tend to line up with a lot of like right above fair value gaps. So I'm gonna get out after if we close over this fair value gap. Yeah. So for example, um, I know I don't do it the ICT way, so this might pain Sam to see, but this is how I'd view a fair value or a order block. This last green candle before the red move, and then the fair value gap's literally right under it. So it's like just a continuation of a fair value gap for me, kind of. And that's why I don't have a limit order set at break even. There's 150. So if we can close under this fair value gap, I think we're cleared to at least reach this intermediate low. Oh, maybe we're going to retrace the whole thing. I will place my limit sell above that fair value gap. Well, I didn't get to it, but about over that wick. Put it over this wick. All right, I am out of NQ now. Look at this 5-minute candle close. I think that's all the short is going to get. Ooh. Say, what is this? The dinosaur age? Really? We watch TV. Hippa schmippa. That was Mac. Doges. Gotcha. All right, well, I am definitely not going to be trading something to this liquidity grab area. I think I'm just going to do the old journal and call it. I got to put another order in for for that, for some merch. If wait, who all? Oh, let me go to this chat. Let me look. I don't think we're really looking forward to much. Powell Friday at 11. Next week's PMI on Tuesday, preliminary GDP. So nothing really. Yeah. FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday, but like we know, that doesn't. It's just the meeting minutes. It's not a. Yeah. Treasury currency. I don't know, but I'm tired of us waiting for stuff. I feel like things were so much easier in COVID or like after the crash because yeah, now we're just like when's the next news events in 2 weeks? Okay, let's just chop inside of this technical zone for 2 weeks. I don't know. I didn't watch that video. Was it the one IPA posted? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wish like I said, the next bull market I'm gonna retire off of. That's for darn sure. Oh yeah, treated post COVID. Yeah, it's stinky ends. That's all it is. No. Restart the printer. Load some more printer ink. I don't even. Mm. Come on. Let's be opportunists. Uh-oh. All right. That's it for me today anyway. So, everybody in here, zero to funded. I do have today's trades journaled and in the Notion. We have a couple new guys in here. So, in premium chat, I will link to my journal. Yeah, but there's no way I was going to trade that, especially seeing the previous liquidity grab. Now I'd want to see something retrace and then go up, but so I just linked to my journal, the journal channel in the server. In there you'll see my Notion for futures and forex. I don't journal every single trade, but most trades I do. And today's trades are in there, so you can kind of look through and see previous trades and how they ended up, my commentary on them in the notes, and the chart that I was seeing in that during that trade and such. So, yeah, that's it for me. If you're going to keep trading, use stop losses. Don't be stupid. Don't blow your account one trade. And I'll see y'all here tomorrow morning. Have a good day, guys. YouTube, thanks for coming out. Yeah, if you haven't already, drop a like on the video. If you keep enjoying these things, I'll keep doing them. Make sure you subscribe and turn the bell on so that you can see when I go live.